Getting ready to harvest the mulch, the compost, because at some point, I suppose, there is a whole point of making compost so that you can actually use it. So we've been composting in this bin, and yeah, whenever you open a compost bin, there are little flies and things that fly out. So this is what it looks like. And so the question is, how do we harvest it? So I think what I'm going to do is get a tarp or something, some kind of cloth that I can lay down, so I can empty the bin out and pull back out the parts that aren't ready to be harvested. Because from what I understand, there's a lot of good soil down here, see, but it's all mixed in. So the question is, how do we get it out without contaminating, without getting all of that goopy stuff into our bed? Okay, so here we go. We've got a bag, stripped it open. Now we need to open the back of this. Yeah, we can open sides. Okay, yes, I think this can come off. And yeah. Okay, so we're gonna empty that out. Here it is now on a tarp, and I thought I'd be able to kind of fish out the parts that aren't earthy and put them back in, but that looks like it's going to be a little hard to do. So now I'm deciding that I want to wash them out instead. So that way I'll loosen the earth around it, and then we can wash the soil into this bed of earth that I have here. So this is going to be a little bit more complicated. In the bin, I think everything in here could be easily washed out. And then we'll slowly begin the washing process, which I think will add some water, obviously, and then it'll help to keep the composting, rotting, happening faster. That's what I'm thinking anyway. All right. So here we have a screen that I've used for washing wool before, and I think I'll put the compost on here and put the hose on it, and then whatever remains will go back in the bucket. Okay? This part of the video is at the risk of getting my camera a little grungy, so I'll just get it started, and so you can see what I'm doing, and then I'm going to turn it off. Okay? So here it is, mostly empty. You can see the holes at the bottom that were made by the person who started this. You know who you are, person. And so now our compost bin is ready to receive whatever doesn't go into the earth. So now beginning the wash. This is the idea anyway. I don't know if it's gonna work. I think I need it on a not jet. Center sounds good. Something that'll give a little force and let the dirt get released. This is going to be a long day. I might need to get a glove. I need this to go harder. Alright, I'm turning you off now. This is what's left. Most of it went through. This part I'm putting back in the bin. And I might pick out, you see, some avocado skins. We love avocados. And some seeds that are still, oh, here's some plastic. And, oh, more plastic, wow. Eek. And this will go back into the bin. So we actually reduced the amount of compost, the volume in the compost bin by quite a bit. Here we go next. I would also like to point out that there are a lot of little wriggly things in the bin, in the soil. Not worms, because there's a lot of worms here. I don't know what these wriggly things are. Hopefully they're okay. What are those wriggly things? Eek. They're finding new homes. Wow, look at this. A do not eat package. Plastic stuff. Little plastic containers. Yep. And not too much left over. Pretty good, eh? We've gone through about 1/5 of the compost, and that's what's left. And this is what's left. So I'm just going to do the rest without videoing, and then I'll come to you at the end and we'll look at what's in the bin and what's over there. Okay? Anyway, have fun. So there we go, our harvest. And here is the remnants. It's leaving a lot of space, which is great for us to put new stuff in for composting. And so you'll see that there are some eggshells and things that you can see. Even avocado peels. But at some point, I think that the idea is to get rid of the food part of it. And then the things that are more planty. You know, the fruity part that'll attract bugs and things. And all of that stuff will get broken down pretty quickly over time. Okay? So that is my experience with composting. And husband will do the next part and get the bin going again. And these are all the plastic pieces that were in the bin, because no matter how hard you try, plastic's still gonna get in there.